attempt 589 it is. Yo, what's up, Leonardo? It's going good. Hope you're doing well too. Stage to skip is weird. Sometimes I think it's really lenient, and then other times I'm like, yeah, that'll work, whatever, and then it just doesn't work, and then I just think, oh. What are you up to, Kyle? You space gaming at all today?
I'm just watching.
Just chilling? Cool, cool.
Yeah. Maybe I'll play a little in a minute. I don't know. Right now, I'm just enjoying watching your stream.
Cool.
That Chapter 1 gaming.
The Chapter 1 grind, dude.
Your ass is grass.
And I am not going fast.
Yeah, we gotta finish our co-op run. I'm out of town this weekend, but we might be able to play next week.
Oh my god, Kyle, I remembered something from like, you said middle school, like all the way back in middle school that was like so funny. You probably remember this. I thought about this, I remembered the other day and I was like, oh, I gotta tell Kyle. Alright, so not to name drop this person, just in case, whatever, but it was in science class and he said something like, maybe you can tell it if you remember, it was something about, they call me this, because like these months are, like, you know where I'm going with this? Do you? he remembers.
Don't do it.
I like how it gave like that like little detail, and he just starts crying laughing.
They call me. What did they say? They call me December June because I'm the hottest and the coldest, and I'm. And I was like, dude, August is the hottest month, and February is the coldest, man.
It was just so funny because he said that out loud to everybody. He was just like, they call me December, July, because I'm the hottest and the coldest month of the year. And you were just like, actually. And then he was just like,
My name is Dana. I'm the one trying to rescue you. What's going on? You're suffering from a unique form of dementia. Something you contracted on age 7.
Oh, that's a great memory.
Your dementia will kill you. But if you
oh my god. I feel like there's a lot of like really like funny stories like that occasionally like one of us will just forget and the other person will just be like, yo dude, you remember this? And it's just like, oh shit. Like that's something I haven't thought about in like 5 years.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that in a long time. That's crazy. That's an ancient memory. From way back.
I could tell that you hadn't thought about that in a while based on how hard that made you laugh. You were laughing so hard your audio was clipping. It was awesome. Like it gets like when your audio gets so loud that it actually gets quieter.
Yeah.
Because it like overloads.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That good old byte overflow.
Oh.
Oh yeah. That thank you for reminding me of that.
That's a great quote.
That is a great memory.
It's a fantastic story. Dude, what are these 356s? I'm so bad. Dude, I gotta get some more water. I'm out.
Gotta stay hydrated, man.
Mm-hmm. Where can I grab water? Dana, I guess. Yeah, that one might be, well, it might be a little long of a quote to add for the command, but it is pretty funny. I could have sworn he
because I'm the hottest and the coolest.
was it June? Okay, I almost thought he said it like almost with a southern accent, almost like they call me December, July, because maybe he did say June.
Maybe he said July. I don't know.
Maybe he did say June.
The first one was definitely December. The second one
yeah.
I thought it was June, but
have to go ask him and see if he remembers.
Dude, I don't even know how to get in contact with that guy, man.
You know his name? Just Facebook or something. I don't know.
I actually don't.
You don't remember? I remember. I'll tell you later.
Okay. I'm sure if I thought about it hard enough, I would remember. I can see his face. I can picture him.
Yeah.
But I can't remember. I can't explicitly remember his name at the moment.
Yeah. You remember in 8th grade English class, that one dude came back one time and he was just like... It was either he came back or you came back. Someone came back and just went like... He just went like... Why were you gone so long? What were you doing? Taking a dump or something? They were just like, yeah. And everyone was just...
Said yeah?
I don't remember. It might have been you that left. I don't remember. Someone went to the bathroom and came back, and they had been a long time, and he was just like, "Yo, what were you doing? Doing this?" And they were just like, "Yeah." and he was just like, "Oh."
I definitely remember that I used to poop during both math and English class in middle school and brag about it to our classmates.
Maybe it was you that left and came back then, and he was just like, "Yo, what were you doing?" And you were like
I remember there was definitely more than one occasion where I came back into the classroom and I was like, "Yo, guys, just got done crapping."
Middle school is an interesting time to be alive. People will say anything.
I still remember in 8th grade when you broke our math teacher's plant.
Oh, she was really upset about that. I felt bad. I mean, it was an accident, but there was not much I could do. And then we were gonna be, and it was because I was like the last one in the room. We had to go to the next period, and I was like, just awkwardly standing there, like I don't know what to do. Like, you want me to help? And she was like, just go. And I was like, oof. She had a plant in a vase, and I accidentally knocked the vase over, and it shattered, and the plant went like everywhere. It's very tragic.
Jesus, that thing was angry.
Those are the days, man.
I'm out of the hospital.
Those were the days. For some reason, I have this memory of you like playing Dead Space on those Chromebooks, but it might have just been that you had a Dead Space background on it.
Yeah, I definitely had a Dead Space background. I remember that.
Why can't I remember anything?
I probably at some point tried to get Dead Space to run on those laptops, but those laptops were terrible.
Because you're running Linux, yeah.
Yeah,
Dude, you probably could have done.
Yeah,
You probably could have done iPoke skip on that shit.
yeah, because they were Windows laptops, but I at one point was running Linux off of a USB flash.
Right.
So I could like do shit.
How old were we in middle school? Like 11 or 12 or 13, somewhere around there. Yeah, we were. Yeah, I think so. Around there.
I think it was 8th grade when most of the stuff went down. When the busted plant and the that was all 8th grade, right?
The December-June thing, that was in 7th grade though, because that was in science class.
That was in 7th grade. That was in 7th grade science class.
It was either 7th or was it 7th or 8th grade where you broke all my pencils?
That was the same class with the December-June.
Okay.
That was in the same classroom.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so basically what happened was, as a joke, Kyle would just, like, ask me for a pencil, or just take it. And then he would just break it. Like, we'd be, okay, so we walking down the hallway, right? And he'd be like, yo.
It's like the dumbest joke. I don't know why I thought that was funny.
He'd be like, yo, dude, can I borrow a pencil? I'd be like, oh, sure. I don't know why I kept giving him pencils. I think that I feel you think I would have learned eventually, but I did. And he just snaps it in half immediately and just tosses it down the hallway. And I'm just like, yo, thanks, dude. And eventually he gave me a mechanical pencil to be like, you know, this is worth the like 7 pencils that I broke or whatever. And I'm just like, no, dude. I mean, at the time, I guess it was like, I mean, again, it doesn't like matter. But at the time, I was like, no, dude, you broke like 7 of my pencils. And you were just like, nah, dude, it's fine. But to be fair, they are very reusable, so, you know, there's that.
Yeah, but this was also like at the time when mechanical pencils, like people didn't really, I mean, people were starting to use mechanical pencils, but most people still use just regular pencils. And so it was like newfangled technology.
Yeah, I wasn't used to using them yet, I guess. They are
I
definitely...
also recognize now that I'm pretty sure that the mechanical pencils and regular pencils cost the same. So if the fact that I broke 7 of your regular pencils and then gave you 1 mechanical pencil as a replacement is pretty stupid.
Did you just see that shit? That's the second time that's happened to me this week. What the fuck? I had a prop block the hack panel screen, so I had to exit out of it and enter it again.
Damn.
It just lost me like fucking so much time. That's so dumb, dude. I hate that. Hack panels are already random. I don't need that in my life. Alright, whatever. I'm over it. I've had bad chapter 2s all day. This won't be anything new. We got some good stories from middle school, though. That's for sure.
I'm reminiscing.
Hold on one sec. I can't really hear you.
I said I am reminiscing now.
Oh yeah.
I remember sitting outside during recess, writing programs in BASIC for
Oh yeah.
TI-84 calculators.
That was fun.
First program I ever wrote was a TI BASIC program for Thackeray 2.
Hold on. Can you retell the story in a second? This part's like really loud. I can't really hear you. Yo, what's up, the Curse One? Thank you for the follow. Just watching my GDQ 2021 submission. Nice. Hope you enjoyed. We did get, if you didn't hear, we got Dead Space into AGDQ 2022, so that'll be in January. So I'm really stoked for that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the run. What were we saying, Kyle? You're talking about writing what?
Oh, I was saying the first program that we ever wrote was the TI BASIC program for solving the Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah.
TI calculators. And recess.
Oh yeah, doing that like the pre-algebra and algebra 1 programs.
And then writing programs to calculate the quadratic function.
Dude, remember Pi World?
Pi World.
That was a great game. Dude, this chapter 2 somehow is even worse. Well, you know what? I got a worse one on my 120, so whatever.
I thought we lost you.
Unscheduled.
And I'm only 2 seconds behind. How am I?
How did you end up there?
My early game is so bad in my PB. Holy shit.
This won't be the most pleasant route, but it'll get you to the Cassini Towers residential sector.
Just beat the game, wanted to watch a run. Nice. Yeah, the speedrun's pretty cool. So if you like playing the game casually, you're probably gonna enjoy the run a lot.
Hold tight. I'll contact you soon.
Alright, whatever. The rest of this early game's been a little scuffed so far, but again, I was on PB pace after losing half a minute in chapter 4. So if that tells me anything, it is that I need to continue more runs. Not be so picky.
The more I remember, the more my head hurts.
Only got to the church. Oh, gotcha. We're gonna Discord for the runs.
They keep seeing his face.
Why do you still have the straitjacket? There's a skip we do in the first chapter that basically we get the plasma cutter and then we immediately skip to the boss area. And by doing that, we skip picking up the stasis module and that first store. Because normally the game forces you to get a suit to open that door, but since we just skip past the door
Okay, I'll be careful.
by jumping to the boss room, we don't have to worry about buying it. And then we just never really end up buying any other suits because it doesn't save time. So we just play this. It's kind of funny anyway. I'd probably do it. Well, I would get a suit if it saved time, but it doesn't.
You
So
were routing me to residential. This looks like a unitology recruitment center. Am I still on track?
so no, yeah, we don't have stasis.
Old maintenance access point in
I can use stasis packs, and it'll fill my stasis up, but I still can't use it.
Stay sharp.
So we have to beat the game without it. Fortunately, there's not very many places where it's really a problem. There's one trick in Chapter 6 that is really random if you don't have stasis, but it's faster to do it that way anyway, so we just do it. Yeah. You can't beat the game glitchless without stasis, but fortunately, all the parts that we need to skip, we're able to. That's another good point, yeah. What's up, Alexis, by the way? You can skip Kinesis, but you soft lock because you do need to beat the game. You needed to beat Chapter 1, actually. So, not picking that up is not fun. But yeah, if you watch the SGDQ submission, that route is actually pretty different from the route I'm doing now. There's been a lot of stuff found since the summer, or during the summer. Yeah, that trick is new as well. That's called a save station clip. So, at low FPS, if you alternate aim and interact in a certain rhythm while moving, it's possible to have it clip you through the floor. Because the save station, it has something to do with the save station trying to move you, to pull you towards it, or put you in the right spot. And for whatever reason, at low FPS, it does that. And it's specifically after letting go of aim and then immediately interacting. It's interesting. Yeah, you know the crazy thing about that is that we didn't know about it till this year, but somebody from 2011 posted a video on YouTube of them doing it before we had any idea. So it's been around since the game came out. We just didn't know about it. At least people that speedrun anyway. You can only run the game on low FPS? Yeah. Well, you'd probably still be able to do these tricks, or at least those ones anyway. There are only a few tricks in the run that you actually need pretty high FPS for, and even those, there's a lot of backups or alternate versions you can do. We actually use, you can use whatever you want. I used to use Bandicam, but now I use Rivatuner, but we use that to just toggle it to a very specific value, just to make it consistent
You're almost here.
and work the same every time. Man. Alright, whatever. I think I got 2 triple exploder patterns earlier today. Wild.
It's Timon, he's found you! Into the church, hurry!
There's gonna be a regulated cap on FPS. You mean like for
It's one of the few
like super high FPS?
Timon can't monitor. Operation of church and state.
Because the current rule is you can use, you can toggle your FPS to whatever values you want, but you have to display the FPS on screen,
This will work.
which I'm doing in the top right.
To the church. Meet me there, okay?
There's no rule on how high you can make the FPS go, but beyond a certain point, it actually makes the game slower, which is why I actually have it fully capped at like 300 something, because if you go above that, like above 350, like once you get to like 400 basically, Isaac will start to stutter step sometimes when you walk. His animation for the walking animation will like reset. It's very strange. No, dude, why? This has been happening to me so much today. Come on. Just go through the floor, man.
The classic 4-5 table.
Ugh. I got a bunch of good floor clips, and then I had a bunch like that. It's been kind of eh. Whatever. And yes, that's another good point. You can also lock the FPS at 30 by turning VSync on. So you have a lot of options. There's certain tricks that we do that for, because it gives us certain advantages. The thing is, it's basically the physics of the game and how fast the game loads things are all tied to the FPS. So, in some cases, we'll actually lower our FPS to like 30 or lower, just so that things don't load in too quickly, because say like your hardware loads in too fast, you know, whereas like someone with a slower PC would get it every time because it loads in after or like later, you know, or like things like that. So it just makes things more consistent for everybody so that more people can do every single trick. The only real like minimum requirement is you do need a certain amount of FPS to do a handful of tricks that require like high enough, which does kind of suck, but you know, that's just how PC games are to a certain extent, or some PC games are. Alright, nice. That was actually good. Alright, well, besides that weird hack panel thing in chapter 3 or 2 and that kind of slow clip, it's a pretty good early game. Take it. What's the minimum? I'm not 100% sure. The 0G wiggle clips are usually the thing you need the most FPS for. I don't know, like at the very minimum, like 200, 220 maybe. It really just depends. I actually used to run this game on an old 2015 MacBook that was running Windows through Boot Camp, and
You're almost here.
I would lower my resolution to the lowest possible resolution just to get my FPS up for certain tricks, which did work actually. It was a little jank, but
Those are the days.
those are the days. Yeah, it is possible to push it a little bit, even if your machine's not super great. And like I said, like some of those tricks you can avoid, like that save station clip I did obsoletes a wiggle clip where you need high FPS. Instead, you just need 5, and like anyone can get 5 FPS if you can just run the game. So that's a bonus. There's a skip in 11 where you have to clip through a wall, but there's a version that you can even do on console that you just like fly out. There's a spot with no collision. So like, you know, if you're learning the game, you can always do stuff like that and still do the skip. The only other wiggle clip in this route, I think, is in chapter 7, and it's the same deal. You can clip out at 30 FPS. At like minimum like 30 FPS, you can clip out in a different spot. It's like a little slower, but at the expense of, or the benefit of being able to do it at all, I guess.
Just give me the fucking cure and let me go.
No, we don't want to cure you, Isaac. We need that precious little head of yours just the way it is.
Yeah. I like having the wide command without the exclamation point too, because then people can just say the word wide. Oh, I was gonna get water during the Dana cutscene, I forgot.
Now would you escort Isaac to the shuttle and put him in stasis?
We got plenty of time.
The last thing we want is for
Yo, Kyle, I'm excited to see you get that 119 soon, dude.
It's coming.
It's coming. I should start brushing up on my Spanish a little bit. See if you could find tricks that obsolete needing high FPS. It's definitely possible. I mean, it's definitely better than it used to be. Like I said, the one in chapter 3, you don't need high FPS for that anymore. It's really only a few things here and there. Like that floor clip I did in this chapter, you need at least a certain amount of FPS to do that. And the 2 wiggle clips. But besides that, there's not much else, I don't think. Alright, come on, dude. Let's get this. Please. Thank God, dude. Kyle, I don't know if you saw, I lost 2 runs to Tormentor Skip alone today. Like 2 separate runs.
I did not see.
2 separate runs just to Tormentor Skip. Alright, we finally got another run. A decent run. This isn't even that great, but it's the second best run we've got out of early game today, so I'll fucking take it, dude. Oh man, we really need first try brute clip though. We could really use that.
What do you want, Strauss? Look, it's over. All my plans just blew out the window.
No, it's not over. At least not.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. It would be nice if everybody could, like, you could just pick it up on any hardware and do it. But the nice thing is that most machines, I would say, can get enough FPS to do these tricks. I mean, like I said, with lowering the resolution and the graphics settings and that sort of thing, I was able to do it even on my laptop. I was cutting it a little close on some of them, but still made it work. And the other nice thing is that the game's only going to get older and older, and machines are just going to keep getting better. So at a certain point, hopefully someday it'll be pretty much trivial, like what hardware you have.
They were afraid of us after the session. I remember. They took us to the machine for a session.
And like I said, it's definitely better than it used to be, which is nice. If you think this game's bad, Dead Space 3 has that problem, but like way worse. Sometimes I can't even get enough FPS for those tricks, and I have a really good PC, so don't sell the line gun.
Look at you.
But it's
So much.
it happens, you know.
Stross, don't follow. He's not really there.
Like, I swear there are tricks in Dead Space, well, actually, it's probably similar. Sometimes I just don't get 200 FPS in Dead Space 3. Yo, get rolled. Oh, Kyle, we gotta get, like, a list of some of those names for the rooms in the game. So, like, that's Leaper Alley. Oh, we gotta come up with a name for this. Like, Cyst Hallway? Well, actually, there's more than one of those, so we probably have to come up with something a little...
There's
Hallway of Death 1 and Hallway of Death 2.
Oh, it's loony.
Yo, wait. Grab the battery. What? Dude, what the fuck was that?
Dude. Terrible run.
Dude, this run is kind of bad, not gonna lie. But it's a lot better than the run before that, and that run still could have PB'd, so... So can this one. In fact, this one can still 105, I think. Well, maybe, I don't know. What are we talking about?
Crawl into the dark machine.
Stross, calm down.
He wants me to go.
Oh, the Tormentor skip?
I can't go. She's waiting for me.
Grab clip pog. Basically, the explosive canister on the gunship, when you shoot it normally, that's what warps you to chapter 6, and you can shoot it earlier than you're intended to, and it skips part of the fight. Because the hitbox is active even before the cutscene, where you actually have to shoot it. Pretty dope that even works, honestly. We like popped off when that shit got found. Like, not even like, oh my god, that's so cool. It was just like, oh my god, oh my, like that. Like just like couldn't believe what was happening, you know? It was crazy. What am I doing with these hack panels today, man? Alright, still got it. Nah, you're good, Holt. It's kind of hard to explain over text anyway.
The steps can destroy the marker.
Yeah, it's an awesome skip. It works in like every category.
Step 2, the screws go tight all around.
I don't understand.
Oh god, he's back.
The lineup to shoot the origin point through the wall. Yeah, so before that cutscene, that canister is just chilling at the origin point, and you can shoot it because the plasma cutter is a hit scan weapon. So there's not a bullet that travels through the air. It just registers whether the thing you're aiming at is going to get hit or not. And so you can do it. Yeah, there's a consistent lineup for the way that I did it. I don't think anyone's pulled off the one where you shoot it at the origin, because you'd have to clip your gun through the wall too by like aiming really quick.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Honestly, it wouldn't be a terrible thing to look at, because there's a chance there could be like a really easy way to do that, and that would save a pretty decent amount of time actually. Might be easier. I'm gonna look for that. I'm gonna try that out at some point.
I'm Isaac.
All right, man.
What do you want?
We're going to transport hub.
Get to the transport hub.
Hell yeah, brother.
The government sector.
Switch to a southern accent there.
Hey, I can help you. Besides, we got a better chance if we stick together. Don't you agree?
It's not a chance, Isaac. Other people, it just...
Left hand Larry incoming? Dude, I hope not.
But after that,
It works first try every time.
Don't follow me.
Every time. Used to Dead Space 1 and 2 back to back past couple days. Nice. These are some of my favorite games. Always like going back and playing them casually as well. We're gonna do Glass Clip in Chapter 3, immediately followed by Chapter 3 skip, dude. Let's go. Totally RTA viable route. Hog. I can't wait to get Chapter 3 skip and then miss Tormentor skip, dude. Oh, you beat him for the first time. Nice. How'd you like him? Oh yeah. Well, I know you said you're just beating 2. I didn't realize it was like your first time beating. That's awesome. Well, you picked a pretty good time to beat the game and then look up the speedrun, because it's been developed quite a bit in the past 2 or 3 years. You loved him? That's great. I love to hear that. Dude, Looney's got the strats, man. But see, the thing is, like, you can't even really, like, meme on any of those ideas, because, like, Putz was a huge meme, and that shit saves so much time, dude. Like, that's a real strat, man. A lot of great strats start out that way. Like, oh yeah, wouldn't it be cool if you could, like, do this, and then you're just like, huh. And then you try it and it works, and you're just like, there's no fucking way. Yo. Yo. Oh, you like the Dead Space 1 0G more? That's interesting, actually. I think it's cool. It's definitely kind of jank, but that whole game is jank, so that's not really saying much. PC controls took some getting used to. Yeah. I think the PC controls are better overall still, especially in this game. This game, it's like night and day once you get used to it.
He looks...
The Dead Space 1 controls are a little weird. Just because, I mean, it's just kind of a weird port in general. Especially the camera having momentum is just weird.
I'll march him to the hub, but
It's
if
an
he does
interesting
anything
choice.
stupid, anything, I will shoot him.
That is true. It is special in its own way. Just clip into the elevator to skip Nicole. Oh, dude. I feel like you could say that about pretty much anything in Chapter 6. Like, oh man, it'd be cool if we could skip this part of Chapter 6. Here's what we do. As soon as the game splits into Chapter 6, you quit out, you load a Chapter 7 save, and then you get your 55.
Well,
I think that's a great idea. What do you think, Kyle?
I barely managed to escape the CC
I think that's an
facility this
excellent
morning.
idea.
Wait, you're CC?
Easy sub hour.
Chapter 6.
Pilot class 4.
As long as what?
As long as it means less Chapter 6.
We're talking no Chapter 6.
No Chapter 6 is the best.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you know, just skip the whole thing, dude. Just save 10.5 minutes.
Just load a Chapter 7 save.
Yeah. I can't believe we didn't think of this before, dude. That would be so fast. That'd be cracked. I wish.
Absolute professional strats. Just load a save later.
Our 2 remaining runners, Clark and Strauss. I knew it was
Think want to learn Dead Space 1? Yeah, you should give it a try. It's a pretty fun run.
train inoperable.
All the boosts are pretty fun. It can be kind of frustrating when it doesn't go well, but honestly, if you practice, it's not too bad.
Recovery conditions. I can't allow you to escape.
Oh, dude, the line gun is so good in both games. All right, first try. It works. It works every time.
Holy shit, Isaac! Look out!
It's never not worked first try. All right, what do you think, Kyle? First try?
You got it first try.
kill the game, dude. This shit is so bad. So now we're just gonna lose half a minute in this chapter instead. Nice. Oh my god. Alright, just get me out of here, man. I don't even know, you know, at this point, fuck it. I said I wanted to finish a run. Let's just get to the end of the game, man.
Keep going.
I don't know if I'd have, I don't even know if yeah, actually, it's already midnight. I can't even do another full run at this point anyway, probably. I mean, maybe I could. Yeah, you get him to punch you through the door. If he punches you with the right arm, you clip, and if he punches you with the left arm, you don't. So, that's why it's the worst trick in the game. Just random. Yeah, at least I got that this time.
Good clip. Yeah, that was not a bad clip at all.
I'm heading outside to have a look.
Yeah, the next room is unloaded there, so you just run through and go to the elevator. Making me want to run no deload, so I don't have to do that trick at all. Getting unlucky, dude. Alright, that's just gotta work. Oh, you haven't seen this skip? Yeah. Oh, right, yeah, you said you only watched up to the end of chapter 5. Yeah, this is
actually one of the older tricks that was found.
Yeah, at least one of the, like, in terms of, like, the past 2 years anyway.
Yeah, in terms of the past 2 years, it's one of the older ones. Since the
worked.
beginning of the Renaissance.
Where are you?
Yeah, this skips almost all of chapter 7. It's huge. Alright, well, you know, that was really good. That might gold, actually. I forget what my best time reloading there is. Well, we still have a chance at PBing, actually. It's still not over yet. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Super drill is like a last resort if I'm like, okay, I'm just like, if it misses, I won't finish the run, and if it does, I PB basically.
The CC door on your level.
It's still possible
Hold on.
to get it. We'll see. Yeah, that's basically it. It's like a lot of tricks in this game. Usually for the level you're in, all the checkpoints are all loaded. So if you can get out of bounds and hit one, you can skip to that point in the level.
Piece of shit lock. I'm giving it my code.
I don't really think I'm that close to getting it consistently, though. It doesn't, like, I mean, I haven't gotten it, like, at all in the past, like, 4 or 5 attempts. Just means we'll get it one of these times, I guess. Alright, I think I have enough time to grab some water during this elevator. Well, I'll wait. I'll wait till after chapter 8.
Open up, you bastard!
Oh yeah, that's another little trick. Yeah, you're normally supposed to be in this room, but you can sneak back into the store.
There! It's open! Isaac, go!
Imagine I clutch out Super Drill and get my like 2-second PB. That should be so funny.
Shit, Isaac.
I mean, technically, even without Super Drill,
It's okay.
it is possible to still PB. Because again, I can gold chapter 10 if I just don't fuck it up.
We were overrun. And before I knew it, they transformed.
Yeah, so there's, as far as I understand, there's a trigger to lock the door and a trigger to start that auto-scroller. And you can hit just... You can avoid the one that locks the door and get back in there.
Ellie, I know.
And then just wait out the timer and then
Sorry.
run in. It doesn't really save time, necessarily. It does let you use the store, which is nice. Because you don't lose time
Through this.
doing your shopping.
Figure out how to
And I use that to buy some health packs. Not that I really need all of them, but it does help.
Right.
Just in case. Plus, we have 2 damage boosts we have to do coming up.
The main facility.
So it helps to heal from that.
Here are the coordinates.
Nice. That was a really good chapter 7. That helps. Hopefully the start of something good going here. Yeah, I mean, even if you weren't doing that, you can just run in a circle, and they won't hit you. Oh yeah, so this trick is also really big. This is crazy. Once we get past chapter 6, the run really picks up a lot. It starts to get pretty interesting. Alright, that's just gotta work. Hopefully it does. Okay, it did. Oh, okay. So like right there, on my machine in particular, if I go to 30 FPS with VSync, it'll actually still load in too fast, the wall there. So I toggled to 19, because that's like kind of the sweet spot. Yeah, so the way most of those tricks work is you load one area and then you load another area, and when it loads in the second one, it deloads the first one. But if, like, say there's two doors close to each other, sometimes you can kind of sneak into the deloaded area. And the nice thing about that is that doors don't have collision, so I was just running through a bunch of doors there. And since I stopped opening doors, the level didn't change the load at all. So I was eventually able to get to a point where the next room wasn't even loaded at all, and I can just like fall out of it. And then I hit a trigger that loads the level in as I fall down. And, yeah. Water. Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, I still have time. You know what? I'll just wait. I got time. I can go in, like, chapter 10 or something. But, yeah, so that skips most of chapters 8 and 9. Alright, yeah. Once I get to the chapter 10 escape pod, I'll run and grab some water and come back.
I might admire your persistence, Mr. Clark. But this is bigger than you and everyone on this station.
So, when I did that trick jumping off the elevator, I skipped a trigger that deloads the pair on the right here. And since I jumped over that, it just never gets rid of the original pair.
What did he mean? What did he mean when he said dead weight?
He's using the solar beam. We gotta stop the transport now.
Oh, shit.
And you'll see once this light goes away, the entire... See, that's a nice JPEG there. You can see the edge of it, and
There's no track to get across on.
Back us up.
you know, once the light disappears, you'll see the back, like the entire background just isn't loaded,
The Ishimura. If the gravity
like
tethers
the
still
Ishimura and all that stuff. You just can't see
I
it.
can drag it back? Isaac, this is ridiculous.
If I can line the tracks up just for a few seconds, you should be able to get the transport across. Stay ready, and take care of Strauss.
Isaac, no! This is a
That by itself, like that effect, it's more of just a side effect of the skip. It's pretty funny. Yes, he does. We get to see a lot of his face in this run. All right.
More than the developers intended.
Oh, definitely. It makes sense why they didn't let you choose the patient suit for like NG Plus or anything, or switch back to it, because you'd just see that they weren't. They'd have to animate his entire face.
It was just developer laziness.
But I like that we can still do it anyway. Nice, that was good. Nice. Okay. All right. Fucking getting this time. Oh, you have no idea. We're just getting started. You skip? Yes, we don't. We get on the drill and then we immediately get off, but you'll see. Finally, dude. So, it turns out the medical deck is really close to where you start the level, so if you go out of bounds to do a damage boost, you can open a door as you fall through the void, and it will load the level and catch you. That's definitely the hardest part of the chapter. Yeah, it saves so much time. There's so many huge skips in this game.
Zero gravity.
You're not gonna break me.
And we're gonna do one more little skip here as well. Nice. Okay. DS3 be like, oh, you skipped one chapter? Cute. So that was another save station clip there. It works the same as the other ones. Okay. This should gold. I did take my time with the setup for the launch, but that should work. Holy shit. Kyle, how crazy is that segment?
Pretty good.
I'm getting water.
Time for the break. You guys talking about Nicole? Oh no, in Dead Space 3 you're talking about Ellie.
Alright, we've acquired water, but now we have a new problem.
Damn, that was fast.
I have to pee. We got plenty of time.
I was gonna say, if you're asking about Nicole, I got bad news for you, man.
Isaac, are you there?
Alright, come on, dude. This has got a gold. There's no way. It doesn't.
I am so
Please.
lucky to be serving aboard her.
You made me stick with it. You made me stick with it.
Come on, come on. At least a few seconds, man. Come on. We added a new strat and everything. Okay, it will.
It's gonna be okay. I promise.
Nice. Alright.
My
Let's
heart
go.
melted eyes.
Trust!
Stick a needle in your eye.
Trust, goddammit!
Alright, this can still world record if we have a good late game. Man, I haven't gotten to run to late game and at least a good run anyway. This run's still not that good. But it's faster than my last run.
I can't face it. I thought Ellie could. I had to make you see step 3. What can't you face? What's the last step? Her. What they were afraid that I faced her and destroy the marker. It's too much. You have to help. You need to
Picking up the contact beam there for the final boss.
A good old key mash.
Mm-hmm.
Attention shift workers. Be mindful of the nearest survival chamber. These are your only hope of survival should a cave-in occur.
Waiting for you. Now it's yours.
Yeah, exactly. No, I've definitely been getting better. So, be able to stream longer, I think.
You owe me an eye, you bastard.
Yeah, that's why my split name used to be "Please use the store. I'm literally begging you," because I would always forget to use it and lose so much time. Do another little skip here. Alright, that was good. Alright, we're doing good. There's still one or two more very sketch parts of this chapter left that scare me, but... Alright, here's where things start to get crazy.
Time for putts.
Putts and then loony jump. You seen loony jump, Kyle?
I have.
Ah, perfect. I've only missed loony jump like once, so hopefully that doesn't happen. I will take my time probably. Just set it up. Oh yeah, so we have 0G because we hit that checkpoint out of bounds earlier while in that 0G area, so it just stays loaded. And now I can punch to store that 0G, and we can use that to climb up the elevator shaft at the top, but we gotta wait till we actually get to the top, so I'm just gonna chill here for a little bit. Oh, this is really off topic, but Kyle, you ever seen Big Mouth?
Of course.
I just got a notification that season 5 is coming out this month. And the funny thing about Big Mouth is it's one of those shows that I always forget that it exists until the new season comes out, and then I just remember, and then I watch it all in like a day or two, and then I'm like, well, time to wait another year for the next season. And then it's been like that since the first season was out.
Yeah, Big Mouth is for me at least, I don't think I have, now that, like, looking back on all the times I've watched that show, I don't think there has been a single time that I've ever watched that show while streaming.
That's funny.
100% of my time watching that show is wasted.
That's a pretty good show to watch while wasted, I think.
Yeah.
Because you're just like, what the fuck? Because it's just so weird, right? It's just so,
It's always worked out that way. Like, it wasn't like I set out to do that. That's just the way it happened. You know? It's a good show, though. I enjoy it. But definitely watch the new season. Yeah, Netflix is canceling a lot of good stuff.
Didn't even gold that? Damn. I still saved time though. Alright. Dude, we're actually... Oh, shit. We've actually caught up. Pretty much. So, this run wasn't amazing in some places, but we can still PB. Holy shit, dude. See, this is where we go for super drill and clutch the 105, dude. How legendary would that fucking be, dude? I think I'd rather take the chance at a PB, but if I got super drill right now and I didn't choke the last chapter, I would get a 105. How ballsy would that be? Just be like, I don't even give a fuck if this run dies. I'm going for that shit and then getting it. I'm not gonna do that though.
Wow. No balls.
Yeah.
But imagine how sick it would be if you did, though.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Thank God.
But also, I can really... I can get a PB without it.
Hey, what did you do?
Nah, super drill has like a 1 in 6 or 5 or less chance of working.
I'll have to find another one.
At least in its current state.
There should be another one around here
It's
somewhere.
not worth it.
Any luck up there?
Well, no, not now.
Imagine... Oh yeah, I should mention that. Yeah, it has never been done in a run before. And you lose like 5 or 6 minutes if you miss it. Now, I am going for a similar version of the same trick that's like about a half a minute slower, but is consistent and very easy, and I get it like every time. So that's why I was joking. I'd go for it. Oh shit, what am I doing? Fuck. Okay, we still made it. Okay, I forgot I had to go grab that. Alright, so like I said, we do get on the drill, but that doesn't last for very long.
Come on.
Alrighty, let's see what this beast can do.
Dude, I had to pee, but I think the adrenaline kicked in. I don't really... Well, actually, no, that's not true.
The adrenaline made you not have to pee anymore.
Yeah, that's good. Alright, I'm gonna go pee. I'll be right back. Careful to not touch. So I don't know if anyone's let me catch up on chat. Anyone explain this trick already? It's a lot. It's like I actually don't even know. 5 or 7 or more or something. It's a crazy big skip. I think they already explained it, but yeah, essentially this is an auto-scroller, and what we're trying to do here is hit a checkpoint in the next level, but it doesn't load until the drill gets to a certain point. So I'm waiting for the smaller timer here that's at like 144. I'm waiting for that to hit around 228, and then at a certain point during that second, I'm gonna fly forward, and what'll happen is at a certain point when I'm flying, the drill's gonna load, like the 0G area I'm in is gonna deload, and the next level loads in below me, and I'm just gonna fall into it. And if I do it right, I will hit a checkpoint in there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's, so like we don't have to ride the drill, but we do still have to wait for the drill to actually get to the end of the level, unfortunately. But it's still way faster than riding it, because we skip so much there's so many cutscenes and a bunch of gameplay. 13. Alright, that should be good. Kyle, I forget if I told you this already. In my trilogy run, I couldn't get the segment timer to pause with the auto splitter, so I actually did this unbuffered. I just like guessed when at the right time.
Oh yeah.
It did actually work, but I mean, to be fair, it's a little generous. It's like at least half a second, I'm pretty sure, if not more.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, I remember you having trouble with splits during the trilogy run, but I don't remember this part.
Alright, if that worked, then we have 12 seconds to save here. We can make it happen.
Isaac, where are you going?
Let's fucking do this, dude.
Well, that's why I'm here.
How is this found? It was a multi-step process involving a lot of people, but essentially, part of it was an effort to figure out like when the game loads in certain things, and we realized that once the drill got to the end, it loaded in chapter 13. And then I confirmed that the chapter 11 0G that I was just in overlaps with chapter 13 once it actually loads. So I tested, teleporting off the drill in that spot, and once it got to the end, I fell, hit the checkpoint, and I loaded into the beginning of 13. So then we were like, okay, you could do that, but we don't have a way of getting off the drill or getting down there or anything like that. Then we accidentally figured out that invincibility glitch that lets you fall all the way down to the 0G, but again, no way to get off the drill. So not super useful. And then eventually, finally, that last piece of the puzzle was figured out, where you take the panel and clip off, which actually was found on accident. But once that got found, it was like, okay, we have all the pieces, and then just had to put it together and find setups, and just a lot of time sitting there in the dark, and just guessing and it not working most of the time. But eventually we found setups that worked. Can you skip the eye? Yeah, we do skip eye poke as well, yeah. I might not talk a whole lot during this last part because I will be focusing a little bit. But I can try to explain stuff afterwards. I hope that worked. Okay, nice. That was close. That was clean. Alright, it kind of bumped me to the left a little bit. I hope that doesn't mess this up. Alright, if that worked, then we're good. If not, then F. Come on, man, please. First comment I see is, huh? Yeah. Yes! Oh, let's go, dude. Okay. I don't know if that was fast enough. We needed to save a lot of time. But... Well, I still can't choke the quick kill either. It's not over yet.
And he can't die in the last flight scene.
Well, yes, that's true, too.
But that's just
away.
Dude, I can't believe I lost so much time. If Brute Clip had been first try, this would have been a 105, actually, I'm pretty sure. Or it would have been close. Well, I shouldn't say that yet, it's not over. Still gotta do one more thing. Yeah, basically when you call the elevator, it loads an invisible wall to block you, and at low FPS, it loads in slow enough that you can actually get out of the elevator before it can push you back in. And then when it deloads, you just fall.
You got this. I believe in you.
Let's fucking go, dude. Oh my god. Yeah. Let's go. Alright, it'll be close, because again, we gotta save at least 6 seconds. Well, we gotta save at least 5.2 seconds here out of the 12 I had to save. That was really clean, though. That deload movement was so nice. And first try eye poke, man. That's exactly what I needed.
Fingers are crossed.
We're hoping it's at least a small PB. Well, it wasn't a 105, but I'll take it. I can take it.
It was a good run.
Overall, it was still a good run.
It was a good run.
Chapter 10 and 11 were pretty clutch. Honestly, actually, chapters 10 to here was super clutch, I think. Like, there wasn't that much that went wrong. I mean, shit, I lost 3 seconds on Gondola. I guess that Gondola skip was kind of bad. Still. I think it should be a 106, 14, or 15. If so, that means I'm almost going to tie my gold here, which is really, really good. I actually, see, I'm impressed you actually know how long it is from there, because I don't even know.
Complete bastard. Was this your great plan? Dump me off and die?
Full of bad ideas, remember?
Yeah, well, here's another one. I'm crashing through the roof to get you. Now move your ass.
Wait, no.
Yeah, that's for the shark cord. I think he's already got the command, probably, but yeah, there it is. That's the Dead Space Discord. I wouldn't mind hanging out in the Dead Space Discord again. I started hanging out in here in my Discord mostly just so I had a better idea of who was going to randomly jump in during my stream, you know? It's just random people didn't just jump in and go, ah, and scream and then leave, because they did do that. That did used to happen. But I got a sidechain compressor, excuse me, on my desktop audio now anyway, so if that happens I can just talk over and at least it won't be loud for you guys. Alright, didn't die, let's go. You found it from the Dead Space Discord? Nice. Let's go, dude. New 90% world record, 106.17. Damn. That is the hardest I have ever worked for a less than 4-second PB in my entire life. Holy shit. Dude, I was literally 30 seconds behind out of chapter 6 and we still PB'd. That's crazy.
I love how absolutely in sync your facial expression and Isaac's facial expression were in that moment.
Were they? Were we just like
you both like fell back into your chair and put your hand to your face at the same time and made the same facial expression.
Yeah.
What?
Looney is right. Sob 105.20 without super drill. And my gold still doesn't include a decent... I mean, that chapter 11 was good, but somehow I still wasn't saving a ton of time with Looney Jump. Looney Jump still saves time, though, for sure. Yeah. 104, man. 104 being technically possible is starting to get a little closer to being real, but... Okay, alright. So, now that we did that, let's look at this. So, we got a 712. That was good. This chapter 2 was really bad. I think that was like a 446 or something. Chapter 3 was good. Chapter 4 was bad. Chapter 6 was really bad. It was like 4th or 5th try clip. So, I mean, at least if I'm comparing against these splits, that's actually kind of nice. Chapter 7 was crazy good. 10 was really good. Could have been better still. 8 was okay. Lost a few seconds. 11 was good. Could still be better, but it was like if I got that on any run, that'd be fine. I can save time here pretty much for free on Gondola Skip, I think. This was fine. You can't really save much time there. It's an auto-scroller. And I could have saved a few more seconds, like 2 or 3 more on the last split. But honestly, that was super clean. Like I wouldn't complain about getting that again. Yeah, having new splits to run against is nice. Oh, I can see it was a 720. Yeah, 720 is fine. That's actually really good. Lost like 23 seconds here, dude. If I had gotten first try brute clip, this would have been a 105. Like, that's all it takes.